Is improve my English on your list of New Year's goals again this year? You write it down on January 1st with all the hope in the world. You buy a new notebook, maybe download an app.
And then February comes. Life gets busy. That motivation you had starts to fade, and the notebook gathers dust. Don't worry, you are not alone. It's a story we have heard from thousands of students.
But we want you to know something. It's not your fault. The problem isn't your motivation or your intelligence. The problem is the system. A goal without a system is just a wish.
And that's why you're here today. We're not just going to give you vague ideas. We're going to give you a system, a proven step-by-step framework. Today, we'll share 5 simple, powerful resolutions that will actually make you fluent in 2026.
And I promise you, you will want to wait for resolution number 5. We're saving the most important one for last. It's the secret glue that holds this entire system together and guarantees you won't quit. Are you ready? Let's begin. All right, let's begin with resolution number 1. Learn just one new word every day, but learn it completely.
Now, I can already hear some of you thinking, just one word? That's too slow. I need to learn thousands of words. It's a common thought, but it's a mistake. Most people try to memorize a list of 20 random words, and by the next day, they've forgotten 19 of them. That's not learning, that's just temporary memorization.
Exactly. The goal isn't to fill your head with words you can't use. The goal is to build a vocabulary that you can actually access in a real conversation. Think about it. One new word a day is 365 new, usable words in a year. That's more than enough to change your fluency. The secret is in how well you learn, not how much.
So, how do you do it? Let's make this practical. My favorite method is theming. Don't learn random words. For 1 week, choose a theme. For example, this week, my theme is in the office. Monday, my word is efficient. It's an adjective. It means achieving maximum productivity with minimum wasted effort. Tuesday, my word is collaborate, a verb, to work jointly on an activity. Wednesday, my word is deadline, a noun, the latest time or date by which something should be completed.
And the most important rule of this resolution is that you must use that word in a sentence before you go to bed. This is non-negotiable. It's what moves the word from your passive memory to your active memory. You have to force your brain to use it in context.
Let's try it with our theme week. On Monday, you could write in your journal, "Today I found a more efficient way to organize my emails." On Tuesday, you could say to a colleague, "I'm excited to collaborate with you on this new project." On Wednesday, you might tell yourself, "I have to focus. My deadline is this Friday."
See? The sentences don't have to be complex. They just have to be real. You're creating a personal connection to the word. Some great tools for this are flashcard apps like Anki or Quizlet, where you can create your own decks with your theme words and example sentences. Even the Notes app on your phone is perfect.
A common mistake to avoid here is just reading the definition. A definition is just data. A sentence is a story. You'll remember the story far more easily than you'll remember the data. So commit to one word, give it a theme, and use it in a sentence. It's simple, sustainable, and incredibly effective.
Okay, your vocabulary is starting to build day by day. That's the external part. Now we need to work on the internal part. I have a question for you. When you're thinking to yourself right now, what language is that little voice in your head speaking? For most of you, it's your native language, and that's the biggest barrier to fluency.
It is, because if you're always thinking in your native language, your brain is doing a 3-step process every time you speak. Think of the idea in your native language, translate that idea into English, then speak the English words. This process is slow, inefficient, and why you often pause and say, in conversations. Fluent speakers don't do this. They skip step 1 and 2. They think directly in English.
And this brings us to resolution number 2. For 5 minutes every day, force yourself to think in English.
This sounds really hard, but I promise it's not. The secret is to start with your immediate environment and your current actions. We call it narrating your life. When you're making breakfast tomorrow morning, I want you to become a sports commentator for your own life, but silently in your head.
Let's imagine it. You're in the kitchen. Your internal monologue could be, okay, it's morning. I am walking to the kitchen. I am opening the refrigerator. What should I eat? I see eggs, some milk, and a tomato. I think I will make scrambled eggs. I am taking the eggs out of the fridge. Now I need a pan. Where is the pan? Ah, it's here. I am putting the pan on the stove and turning on the heat.
It feels silly at first, but what are you doing? You are practicing present tense verbs, nouns, and basic sentence structure without any pressure. You are building direct pathways in your brain between objects, actions, and English words, completely bypassing your native language.
You can do this anywhere. While you're on the bus, I am looking out the window. I see a tall building. A dog is running in the park. While you're at your desk, I need to reply to this email. This email is from my manager. It is about the weekly report.
The common mistake here is trying to think about complex, abstract topics too early. Don't try to think about philosophy or politics in English on day 1. Start simple. Narrate the physical world around you, just 5 minutes a day. Set a timer on your phone. When the timer goes off, you're done.
Over time, you'll find that these 5 minutes start to blend into the rest of your day. You'll catch yourself naturally thinking in English. That's when you know you're on the path to true fluency.
Okay, so we're building our vocabulary with new words, and we're building our internal fluency by thinking in English. Now it's time for the fun part. It's time to immerse yourself.
This leads us to resolution number 3. Consume 10 to 15 minutes of enjoyable English content every single day. We call this fun homework because it should not feel like a chore.
This is probably the easiest resolution to follow. This is your permission to watch Netflix, to scroll through YouTube, to listen to Spotify, but with a purpose. The content you choose is important. It should be something you are genuinely interested in. If you love cooking, watch a cooking show. If you love video games, watch a gamer's live stream. If you love celebrity gossip, watch interviews.
The psychology behind this is simple. When you're interested, your brain is more receptive to learning. You're not focused on the difficulty of the language. You're focused on the story, the information, or the entertainment. The language learning happens while you have fun.
But there is one crucial rule here. A big mistake students make is watching with subtitles in their native language. This stops learning. Why? Because your brain is lazy. It will always choose the easiest path. If it sees the subtitles in your language, it will just read them and ignore the English audio completely. You're not practicing listening at all.
So here's the correct way to do it. You have 2 options. Good option, watch with English subtitles. This is fantastic. You are connecting the English sounds you hear to the English words you see. This is amazing for your pronunciation, spelling, and listening skills.
Best option, for a challenge, watch with no subtitles at all. This forces your brain to understand from context, tone of voice, and the words you already know. It might be difficult at first. You might only understand 50%, and that's okay. It's a strong workout for your listening muscles.
I recommend a mix. Maybe watch a 5-minute clip first with English subtitles to understand the main idea, and then watch the exact same clip again with no subtitles. You will be amazed at how much more you understand the second time. Some great sources for this are, of course, YouTube. Find creators you love. TED Talks are amazing because they are usually short and the speakers speak very clearly. Podcasts are great for when you're driving or at the gym. And music. Learning the lyrics to your favorite English songs is an incredibly powerful way to learn new vocabulary and natural phrasing.
So, your mission is to find your fun homework and do it every day. It's your daily dose of real, natural English.
We've now covered input, new words, and listening. We've covered processing, thinking in English, but to complete the circle of communication, we need to address the single biggest fear for almost every English student: output, speaking.
Oh, the fear is real. That feeling when you want to say something, the words are in your head, but you're afraid to open your mouth. What if I make a mistake? What if they don't understand me? What if I sound stupid? This fear can stop you.
And it brings us to the bravest resolution. Resolution number 4. Speak English out loud for 5 minutes every day, especially when you are alone.
Notice the key phrase there, especially when you are alone. We want to remove the pressure of having a conversation partner at the beginning. The goal here is not to have a perfect conversation. Notice the key phrase there, especially when you are alone. We want to remove the pressure of having a conversation partner at the beginning. The goal here is not to have a perfect conversation. The goal is to build muscle memory for your mouth. Your tongue, your jaw, your lips, they are not used to making English sounds. You have to train them, just like you train your muscles at the gym.
So how can you do this? Here are 3 practical methods. The read aloud method. Take a book, a news article, anything with English text. Read it out loud. Feel how the words move in your mouth. This is great for practicing pronunciation and rhythm without the pressure of forming your own sentences.
The voice memo method. This is my personal favorite. At the end of the day, open the voice recording app on your phone. For 2 to 3 minutes, just talk about your day. Today, I went to work. I had a busy meeting. For lunch, I ate a sandwich. After work, I watched a movie. Then listen back to it. It might be strange to hear your own voice, but you'll notice your own common mistakes.
The answer a question method. Think of a simple question like, "What did you do last weekend?" or "What are your plans for tomorrow?" Set a timer for 1 minute and try to answer that question out loud without stopping. Don't worry about mistakes. Just keep talking until the timer goes off.
The most common and dangerous mistake students make is waiting until they feel ready or confident to speak. I have to tell you a secret. You will never feel 100% ready. Confidence doesn't come before you speak. Confidence comes from speaking. You build it by taking small, scary actions every single day.
Once you're comfortable speaking to yourself, you can take the next step. Use apps like Tandem or HelloTalk to find a language exchange partner. The goal isn't to find a perfect teacher, it's just to find another human being to practice with. Remember, the person you are talking to is also learning your language, so they are just as nervous as you are. It creates a safe, supportive environment.
So, your mission is to make noise. Be brave. Your voice deserves to be heard, even if it makes a few mistakes along the way.
Okay, let's take a breath and recap. We have a system now. Every day, you're learning one new word, you're thinking in English for 5 minutes, you're consuming 10 to 15 minutes of fun content, and you're speaking for 5 minutes. This is a powerful daily routine.
But, as we said at the beginning, even the best plans can fail. Life happens. You might have a busy day and miss a session. You might feel like you're not making any progress and get discouraged. How do we prevent this system from falling apart?
This brings us to the final and by far the most important resolution, the one I promised you at the beginning. This is the secret glue that holds everything together. Resolution number 5. Schedule 15 to 20 minutes every Sunday to review your week.
This is your weekly meeting with yourself. It is non-negotiable. Put it in your calendar. During this time, you don't learn anything new. You only look back. Open your notebook. Review your words. Look at the 7 words you learned this week. Read them. Read your example sentences. Do you remember them? Can you use them in a new sentence right now? Review your thoughts. Think about your Thinking in English sessions. Was it hard? What topics did you think about? Review your content. What videos did you watch? What was the most interesting thing you learned? Write it down. Review your speaking. Listen to the voice notes you recorded. Yes, it can be cringy, but it's pure gold. Can you spot a mistake you keep making? Maybe you always forget the S on third-person verbs. Now you are aware of it, and you can focus on fixing it next week.
The power of the weekly review is based on 2 scientific principles. The first is called spaced repetition. When you review information at increasing intervals, you signal to your brain that this information is important and should be moved from your short-term memory to your long-term memory. Reviewing your 7 words on Sunday is a perfect first interval.
The second principle is psychological. Progress is the greatest motivator. When you are working hard every day, it can feel like you're not moving. But during your weekly review, you will look at your notes and see undeniable proof of your hard work. You'll see 7 new words you didn't know last week. You'll hear your voice getting slightly more confident. You'll remember the plot of the show you watched.
This clear proof of progress is the fuel that will keep you going into the next week and the week after that. It kills the feeling of being stuck. A common mistake is skipping this session because you feel you didn't do enough during the week. That's the most important time to do it. Even if you only learned 2 new words, review them. Celebrate that victory. The review is not a test, it's a support session.
This is the resolution that separates the people who quit in February from the people who are still going strong in December. It turns a list of tasks into a conscious, self-improving system.
So, there you have it. The 5 resolutions that will create a powerful system for your English learning in 2026. 1 meaningful word a day. Think in English for 5 minutes. Consume 10 to 15 minutes of fun content, and you're speaking for 5 minutes. This is a powerful daily routine.
The beauty of this system is that it's flexible and sustainable. The whole routine might only take you 30 minutes a day. You don't need to move to another country or spend thousands of dollars. You just need to show up for yourself consistently.
Remember the principle of consistency over intensity. It's better to do 30 minutes every day than to do 4 hours on one Saturday and then nothing for the rest of the week. This is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be good days and bad days, but the system keeps you moving forward regardless of your motivation level.
Your English learning journey is yours alone. Don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, and this system allows you to do exactly that.
We've given you the complete roadmap. Now, the first step is yours to take. We have a question for you, and we want you to be honest. Which one of these 5 resolutions are you most excited to start? Or which one feels like the biggest challenge for you?
Let us know in the comments below. When you write it down, you make a commitment to yourself, and we want to be here to support you. We read every single comment, and we'd love to cheer you on.
And of course, if you are serious about your daily English practice and you want more guides, tips, and lessons like this one, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. It's the best way to tell us you want more videos like this.
Thank you so much for investing your time with us today.
Thanks for watching. For more amazing content, and subscribe to Fluent Fusion English.